Hello Math 116 Superstars. I am going to help you with some calculator help today that you will need to be competent and confident with when taking the Chapter 11 sine wave test online. So here's a question for you. Is 21 cosine x the same graph as 21 sine of x minus 90? I'm going to help you learn how to adjust your window using your calculator to then interpret the graphs. And in particular, this is a challenge when the amplitude is large. So I'm going to load these two functions into my calculator. And the equal signs are highlighted, so it should graph just fine. And I'm going to try the usual zoom trig that we've tried in the past. But whoa, look at my graphs. It looks like maybe there's some cosine wave or sine wave happening there, but I can't possibly interpret this. And it's hard to understand what's going on. Well, what's the problem? Let's take a look at the window. So not second window, but just window. This is the actual window setting for the zoom trig function for this particular set of functions. Input angle of negative 352.5 to positive 352.5, and that's fine because remember a typical sine and cosine period is 360 degrees, and so this captures a little bit more than a full period. You could adjust it if you needed to, but I think it's going to be fine. X scale 90, that means for each unit that you see on the x-axis of your graph, for each unit, each step is worth 90 degrees. And the reason for that is because this calculator with zoom trig is programmed to know that quadrants are important in trigonometry, and you can't fit very many quadrants in one narrow window, and so it jumps scale by 90 degrees for each unit on the x-axis. But look at our y min and our y max, negative 4 and 4. Now that is not going to suffice when you have an amplitude of 21. So using our noggins, we're going to toggle down and we're going to input amplitudes of 25 and negative 25. So y min has to be negative 25, y max would be the positive value, and they have to be different values, obviously. This is going to give you enough margin that you can see the top and bottom of the graphs with an amplitude of 21. Now, don't hit zoom trig, just hit graph. It's accepting that window, and what do we have but nice curves? The first one was our cosine curve, that was in y1. The second one is our sine curve, that's y2. And they sure are not the same graph. That was the question that we were being asked. Remember, you can look at second table to compare values for a given input angle, and these are not the same, right? In fact, they look like they're reflections of each other. One's positive, one's negative, not the same graph. So what if we were to ask ourselves the question, what would be a graph that coincides with 21 cosine x? Well, I'm going to guess at maybe x plus 90, because I remember Dewey saying in lecture that sine chases cosine, and you have to add 90 degrees if there's no other multiplier here, no n value other than 1. Add 90 degrees to your sine function and you should end up on top of cosine. So let's see how we do with that. We're going to go back to our y function and our change subtract to add. Double check that that's what I want to graph, and I'm going to use the same window because it was the same amplitude. And here is our first cosine graph, and it's still thinking and working. It's actually graphing the sine graph right on top of the cosine graph. By the way, this is a good view of the units. Each one of these, because of the scale, is a 90-degree quadrant. And it sure looks like they're the same graph, so let's double check with our table of values. And for a given input angle, the output angles match for the two functions. So that's the end of the lesson. Just be sure that you are confident in your calculator skills when you go to take the test, because you'll have only 90 minutes again, and I can't help you during the test with your calculator. Good luck.